of the best resources for anyone, because even New York, major city, super expensive. Nashville becoming expensive. Austin becoming expensive. LA always is expensive. So if someone lives in these metropolitan areas, what's the typical resource and what's the best way to find the resources?
The best resource is your neighbor.
I love that.
Your neighbors, not your neighbors,
Oh.
literally. And I don't mean the person just living next to you, but everyone that you meet, they're your neighbors, and you need to open up and have conversations, and engaging people and letting them know that you are here and that you are a working class family and you are looking for resources. And of course, you have to use your judgment. If you think that someone is like off, a little off, you don't want to waste too much time with that. But most people, many other folks that I've met, are very open to share. So definitely your neighbors, and also to coming out and be part of the collective in your community, because there are organizations that are doing great work, either in housing or in healthcare, childcare. There are organizations that, just like, for example, religious organizations such as churches, you have to come. I know for my church, every Sunday, my pastor says to the audience, to the membership, if you are going through a hardship, please let us know, because we are here to help. Yes, we have resources within the church, but we also have folks who are at the church who are looking for resources outside of the church to help you out with housing, with food, and anything else you might need. So I think it's so important, again, to open up, not be ashamed, understanding that everybody's going through the same thing. You're not alone. This is not something that, the challenges that we are facing in metropolitan area like Boston, New York, where the housing crisis is really huge here, and prices are so high that your average family is spending 80% of their income. 80% of their monthly income is going towards rent. So what else do they have? They don't have anything else left. Now, after paying rent, many of them cannot even afford food. They cannot afford clothing. They cannot afford medicine. They cannot. I know an elderly lady in Boston who, after she pays for rent, she cannot buy her insulin, and she's diabetic. So every month she's reaching out for support, financial support, from her church and other organizations within the community. So definitely reach out. Don't be ashamed. You are not alone. It's what's going on is above you. It's beyond you. It's a system.
and it's literally socialism in a sense of a neighborhood and like a community, like a small community. So yeah, people just literally sharing goods and helping each other, like a fund, even like everyone in the neighborhood threw in $50 a week.
Mutual aid.
Mutual aid, exactly. Mutual aid.
Yeah.
But why is that so hard to come by? Like, say like a bad neighborhood in Massachusetts, like I can't remember one off the top of my head, but
you don't want to say the name. They're all good. They're all good neighborhoods. They have challenges, but they're all good. Yeah.
Okay, well, good people, but like impoverished, struggling.
Yeah.
So let's apologize. I didn't mean to use the word bad, but yeah, impoverished. But like, why is it so hard for them to come together and be like, hey, we all need lifting hands. Government ain't gonna help us. Rich people aren't gonna help us. And entrepreneurs ain't gonna help us. Capitalism ain't gonna help us. The only people that's gonna help us is literally each other. But it's so hard to do, and it doesn't really happen as much as it should. Well, you said church community, phenomenal. Church isn't enough credit for helping the community. But why is it so hard for poor people to help each other?
Yeah, it's systemic. It's systemic because the system, divide and conquer. And many times you are so busy working 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs to barely make it. So definitely you don't have the time, the bandwidth on a weekly basis to really come out to be part of your community. I know for me, in addition to being a business and also a financial tax professional, I'm a community activist. So in the community, when you try to pull people together and say there's power in the collectivity, collective power is what is necessary in order for you to get to where you individually, where you get to where you need to get, and also build up your community so that it's no longer continue to be impoverished and the resources are being brought into the community. the resources from our tax dollars are not gonna be coming here if we don't demand that. So in order for folks to come out and be part of that struggle or fight, they have to have the time. Many times they don't have the time. I know folks in the areas where I work, they're working 2, 3 jobs again to pay that high rent. An apartment in the Boston area and some of the most impoverished communities in Boston or neighborhoods in Boston, an apartment, 1 bedroom apartment is almost $2,000. And the area median income here in Boston is not $40,000. I believe the last time I checked, it was about $35,000. So
Yeah, and $35,000 is about
yeah,
six like
it's
$20 an
$3,000.
hour, if that.
Yeah, $3,000 a month.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have to pay $2,000 for rent, not to mention the food and transportation and
Which with
everything.
inflation is also going up, right?